Fatih, thank you very much for those wise words and key principles. And good afternoon, everybody. It's really fantastic to see so many people here in London. Welcome to London. I'm so pleased we've got so many representatives from so many places. And in a sense, we're here for one simple reason, and that is because the world has changed. From defence and national security on the one hand, much discussed in recent months, to the economy and trade, old assumptions have fallen away. And we're living through an era of global instability, which is felt by working people as an age of local insecurity. Factory workers, builders, carers, nurses, teachers, working harder and harder for the pound in their pocket, but feeling at the same time that they have less control over their lives. And energy security is right at the heart of this. Every family and every business across the United Kingdom has paid the price for Russia weaponising energy, and it has. But it's not just that. Because let's be frank, when it comes to energy, we are also paying the price for our overexposure over many years to the roller coaster of international fossil fuel markets, leaving the economy and therefore people's household budgets vulnerable to the whims of dictators like Putin, to price spikes and to volatility that is beyond our control. Since the 1970s, half of the UK's recessions have been caused by fossil fuel shocks. And that's true for many of the other nations that are represented here this afternoon. So what's different today? It's not the information that we have. It's not our awareness of the problem. No. What is different now is our determination in a more uncertain world to fix it. It's our determination that working people should not be exposed like this anymore. So to the British people I say, this government will not sit back, we will step up. We will make energy a source not of vulnerability but of strength. We will protect our critical infrastructure, energy networks and supply chains, and do whatever it takes to protect the security of our people. Because this is the crucial point. Energy security is national security, and it is therefore a fundamental duty of government. And I'm very clear, we can't deliver that by defending the status quo or trying to turn the clock back to a world that no longer exists. Of course, I accept fossil fuels will be part of our energy mix for decades to come. But winning the fight for energy security depends on renewal. It depends on change. It depends on cooperation with others. And that's why we're all here today, so many countries, so many people and communities represented. The IEA was founded in 1974 in the midst of an energy crisis to help us work together to secure energy supplies and reduce future energy shocks. Well, that's taken on a new urgency today. So our task is clear: to act together to seize the opportunity of the clean energy transition. Because homegrown clean energy is the only way to take back control of our energy system, deliver energy security, and bring down bills for the long term. And I want to tell you that's in the DNA of my government. When we came into office last year, we knew there was no time to waste. So in our first 100 days, we launched Great British Energy as a national champion to drive investment and transform clean power. We scrapped the ban on onshore wind and became the first G7 economy to phase out coal power. And whilst we won't be turning off the taps, we are going all out through our plan for change to make Britain a clean energy superpower, to secure homegrown energy and set a path to achieving clean power by 2030. Now, I know that some in the UK don't agree with that. They think that energy security can wait. They think tackling climate change can wait. But do they also think that bill payers can wait too? Do they think that economic growth can wait? Do they think that we can win the race for green jobs and investment by going slow? That would serve no one. Instead, this government is acting now with a muscular industrial policy to seize these opportunities, to boost investment, build new industries, drive UK competitiveness and unlock export opportunities in wind, in nuclear, in hydrogen, carbon capture, heat pumps and so much more. That is the change that we need, and we won't wait, we'll accelerate. Because we're already seeing the benefits. The UK's net zero sectors are growing 3 times faster than the economy as a whole. They've attracted £43 billion of private investment since last July. And now they support around 600,000 jobs across the United Kingdom. That means more opportunities, more money in people's pockets. And we're going further. We've stripped out unnecessary red tape to put Britain back in the global race for nuclear energy and allow for small modular reactors for the first time. We're speeding up planning for clean energy projects, including onshore wind, to power millions of homes and unlock further investment of £40 billion a year. And it's really clear to me that investors want policy certainty. They want ambition. And that's what we're providing. And now we're raising our ambition even further. I'm really pleased to announce today that we're creating a new supply chain investment fund as part of Great British Energy. It will be backed by an initial £300 million of new funding for domestic offshore wind, leveraging billions of new private investment, supporting tens of thousands of jobs and driving economic growth. When companies are looking to invest in clean energy, when partners are looking to build new turbines, blades, cables, our message is simple. Build it in Britain. I'm determined to seize this opportunity to win our share of this $1 trillion market and secure the next generation of great jobs. I've met the apprentices at the docks in Grimsby, fantastic individuals. I've been to Holyhead in Wales and to the National Nuclear Laboratory in Preston. I've seen the brilliant clean power infrastructure that we are building in this country. But more than that, I've seen the pride that these jobs bring. This is skilled, well-paid work, meaningful work, a chance to reignite our industrial heartlands, to rekindle that sense of community, of pride and purpose that comes from being part of something that is bigger than yourself. So I'm pleased to tell you that I can share some more good news this afternoon. Earlier today, we finalised a deal with Eni. It will see them award £2 billion in supply chain contracts for the Highet carbon capture and storage project, creating 2,000 jobs across North Wales and the North West. I want to thank all those here today who are part of this success story, because it's all built on stability, yes, but our ruthless focus on delivery. But it's also built on partnership. And so, let me say, it is a real pleasure today to welcome my friend, President von der Leyen, Ursula, it is so good to have you with us this afternoon. Last time we were in this building, Ursula and I stood together with other colleagues here at Lancaster House. This was just last month, about six weeks ago, standing shoulder to shoulder with President Zelensky, working together for European security. Today we stand again together with Fatih and others in the IEA, united behind European energy security. Europe must never again be in a position where Russia thinks that they can blackmail us on energy. And until Russia comes to the table and agrees a full and unconditional ceasefire, we must continue to crack down on their energy revenues, which are still fueling Putin's war chest. This is the moment to act, and it's the moment to build a partnership with the EU that meets the needs of our time, facing up to the global shocks of recent years, and working together to minimise the impact on hard-working people. So we're doing more with the EU to improve our interconnections and make the most of our shared energy systems, as well as building on the fantastic partnerships that we already have with countries like the Netherlands, with Germany, with Norway and so many others. We have a common and important resource in the North Sea, which can help us meet common challenges. Now, to me, this is just common sense. So let's seize this potential to drive down bills, drive up investment and growth and energy security. I was elected with a mandate to deliver change. So I make no apologies for pursuing every avenue to deliver in the national interest and secure Britain's future. That is always my priority. And of course, this has to be a global effort as well. We need to see a wider coalition that unites the North and South in a global drive for clean power. And that's why I launched the Global Clean Power Alliance at the G20 last year, working alongside the EU's Global Energy Transitions Forum. And that's why we're joining forces to take this forward. We want to tackle the barriers and bottlenecks that are holding countries back. So I'm pleased to announce today that under the Global Clean Power Alliance, we're establishing a first-of-its-kind global initiative to unblock and diversify clean energy supply chains. We're harnessing the political leadership needed to make this happen. Because ultimately, that is what this is about. Leadership. In this moment of instability and uncertainty, when we're buffeted by global forces, we are taking control. We are working together with partners from around the world, with the IEA and all of you here today, to accelerate this vital global transition. And in the UK, we're stepping up now to make energy a source not of vulnerability and worry, which it is at the moment and has been for so long, but a source of strength, of security and pride. With British energy, powering British homes, creating British jobs, a collective effort to boost our collective security for generations to come. Thank you very much. And now it is my very great pleasure and privilege to introduce President von der Leyen, my friend Ursula. Thank you so much for being here. Ursula, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thanks a lot. Thank you.